winging it just doesn't work in Fortnite, right? Like it's really difficult to just go at it and expect anything out of it. Like if you want to become a pro, you have to at least start doing things that they're doing, because if you're never doing the things that they're doing, how are you ever supposed to catch up with someone that's, you know, grinding 10 to 14 hours a day? And it's not just pure volume of hours. Obviously there's, you know, the certain specific things that you do. How much are you voting? How much are you doing Raider speed control map? How much are you playing arena? How much are you scrimming? All these little details matter. And a lot of people, the way they approach Fortnite is just, I'm gonna play. I really think structured is better, but obviously some people, like, the way they approach it is like, oh, I'm gonna wing it, but I'm gonna take it seriously. Like, I'm gonna like do what I feel like doing, but I'm gonna like make sure it's productive. I'm gonna make sure that I'm doing something that I really enjoy doing, for example. Because, you know, sometimes having fun is good as long as the thing that you're having fun with is still productive, right? So like, for example, a lot of people really don't like arena, like solo arena, but a lot of people like, you know, playing zone wars or something like that, right? But still practicing, right? Maybe it's slightly less efficient, but if you're having fun, you'll probably do it for a longer period of time without burning out. So in effect, right, over a long period of time, maybe over a week, you're probably playing more hours of the game doing something you really enjoy compared to, you know, just solo arena grind over and over and over. I actually preach solo arena a lot, and I totally think it's a super effective thing, but some people really don't like it. And I think in that case, it's really important to make sure that you don't force it. Like, just don't force it. Like, pick something you enjoy, something that you really find fun, and practice that way. I'll give you a perfect example. My previous teammate, I didn't play this season, but the season before that, and the season, you know, before that as well. My previous teammate, Death, he really enjoys wagers and zone wars, like 4v4 really sweaty wagers. Like, he plays them all the time. We call them drafts, right? Where you go into like a court with a bunch of other really mechanical people and you play drafts. Something that he does a lot, and I personally think it's because of the fact that he has fun, is the fact that, you know, he just plays wagers over and over and over and over. And he's a really talented fighter. He actually got top 3 in the last solo cash cup, the most recent one, and I particularly think it's because he's having fun. Like, he's not forcing the things that, you know, I tell him to do, or, you know, the things that everyone else tells him to do, or he watches someone else and it's like, oh, this guy grinds solo arena 10 hours a day, I'm gonna also do that. No, he really enjoys playing zone wars, right? And that's basically what he does. And I'm sure that, you know, have that fun factor, that ability to have fun is a really important factor as to why he's able to grind the game for longer periods of time, as compared to someone, you know, who forces himself into a situation where they can't grind the period of time. Does that make sense? So I really think that's an important factor that you have to consider. Make it so that you're not working, right? Make it so that you're actually just playing, and make it so that, you know, you're enjoying yourself, and then in the end you'll end up playing more hours.
If I put you on a level that's too high, you're gonna be like, you're gonna play for 5 minutes, you're gonna be like, I'm done. If I put you on a level too easy, you're gonna be like, this is boring. If I put you at the right amount of level, see, that's a flow channel. So if the challenge is too high, you'll meet anxiety. If it's too low, you're boredom. When I go in the practice room, I'm trying to create flow. I'm having fun. Training should be addictive. Imagine training was addictive. Everybody would train, everybody would be fit. But people always go into anxiety. They go and they kill, they slam their body. Then I have to convince you to do it again 3 days later, 2 days later. And you're like, dude, the mental energy is going to take me to get there. Like, it shouldn't be. It should be, training should be a pulling force. It should be pulling you. You want to go training. If you don't want to go training, it's not fun. If it's not fun, you're not going to do a lot of it. And if you're not going to do a lot of it, you're never going to reach mastery.
When you're playing, obviously have fun. Make sure it has that longevity in it, because, you know, you're not going to burn out. Because if you're having fun, then that's obviously a really good thing. But also really make sure that you treat it as like a job at the same time. Like, the people that are like Scented, Edgy, Commandment, you know, all the people that have won FNCS, like all the people that, you know, plays top 5, like all these pros, the tier 1s of the tier 1s, like, how do you think they treat the game? Right? Obviously they have fun, they're competitive, but at the same time they understand, like, hey, on one of these days, like, I don't feel like getting on, but I know I have to, because my goal is more like superior to my laziness right now. Like, I care more about that goal. Like, I'll make this sacrifice. Like, I don't feel it today, but like, I'm just gonna still scrim, right? Like, that's the sort of thing that you really need to be approaching the game from that angle. And I feel like so many people say they want to go pro, but it's empty words. It's seriously empty words. Your action speaks so much more.